What's going on, guys? It's your boy John the Liquidator coming back with breaking news hot off the press. So Cathy Englebert is addressing the WNBA, and I'm telling you right now, it's long overdue. Guys, for this one here, we got to go all the way up to Las Vegas. Let's get it. Let's go. Well, tonight is the WNBA Finals, and it's the moment everyone has been waiting for. Now, I'm sitting here in the studio right now, waiting on the WNBA to come on so we could watch this press conference of Cathy, because everybody, everybody is waiting on this. Now, Cathy is scheduled to be speaking in the next 5 to 10 minutes. We know everything that has transpired between Nafisa Collier speaking and this press conference. Now, it's unclear what Cathy's going to say, but I'm here with y'all every step of the way. With all that being said, let's sit tight and let's roll this press conference.
Welcome, everybody, to the 2025 WNBA Finals presented by YouTube TV. We'll begin with remarks from Commissioner Cathy Englebert, and then we'll turn it over to question and answer. Please have your phones on silent or vibrate. Cathy, if you would, please.
Great. Thank you, Ron. It's great to be here. Good evening, everyone. WNBA Finals ready to tip off Game 1. It's our 29th WNBA Finals. Exciting night here in Las Vegas as the Aces prepare to take on the Phoenix Mercury in the first ever best-of-7 Finals series. The Aces have been on a remarkable run from winning 21 of their last 24 games to pulling off an incredible overtime victory in a decisive Game 5 just earlier this week, and their season definitely has been defined as resilience. On the other side, you have the Mercury, a team that has embodied toughness, togetherness, and belief all year long to get here. So I think WNBA fans everywhere can feel it. This has the makings of a finals to remember. So congratulations to both teams. I want to take a moment to address some important conversations happening across the WNBA, including remarks made earlier this week by Nafisa Collier. First, let me repeat this. You saw it in my statement, but I have the utmost respect for Nafisa and for every single player in our league. They are at the center of everything we do. I was disheartened to hear that some players feel the league and me personally do not care about them or listen to them. And if the players in the W don't feel appreciated and valued by the league, then we have to do better and I have to do better. We know how great these players are on and off the court, how much they mean to our league, our fans, and our communities. If they don't feel that, I will do everything I can to change that. No one should ever doubt how deeply I care about this league, this game, and every single player who makes the WNBA what it is. So we value feedback, we listen to criticism, we remain committed to engaging in the difficult but necessary conversations that ultimately make us all stronger and better. As it relates to officiating and gameplay on the court, we hear the concerns, we take them seriously. Our game is faster, featuring more talent, and the game is more competitive than ever before. And with that evolution, game rules, interpretation, and officiating has to keep pace. Every major sport goes through this. Rules evolve, officiating adapts, standards shift. Alongside the growth of the game, the WNBA is no different. At the conclusion of the season, as we do every year, the league's competition committee will meet to evaluate the state of the game, which includes game rules, officiating, and player safety on the court. The Players Association and players, as always, are invited to engage. Also, beyond that, we are establishing a multi-stakeholder task force, call it like a state of the game committee, inviting player voices and other stakeholders to that table to ensure that our officiated platform evolves in step with the growth of the league. We'll have more details on that in the coming weeks. And referees and their work serve the game. That service at the highest level requires alignment with its stakeholders to perform and be held accountable to that performance based on that alignment. I think it's pretty clear that we're misaligned currently on what our stakeholders want from officiating. We have heard loud and clear that we have not lived up to that needed alignment, and that attention and change is needed to serve the WNBA to the level of excellence that is not currently being met in the various stakeholders' eyes. There are no greater stakeholders than our players. Their voice is integral to the alignment that is required for good officiating, and we look forward to including their perspectives on how our staff can better serve the game moving forward. So through the competition committee and the State of the Game committee I've mentioned, we will take a hard look at what the proper line should be for good, aggressive play that we recognize has evolved into rough play, and how to calibrate the line for legal and illegal contact to ensure player safety and exciting competition. We owe it to the players, our fans, and the next generation to keep building a movement that not only showcases the best athletes in the world, but also inspires millions who dream of following in their footsteps. That's the mission. That's the heart of the WNBA. And that's what unites us all, players, coaches, fans, and partners in pushing this game forward. We all love this game immensely. Together, we've made incredible progress. We've eclipsed previous records. We've expanded our footprint, and we've bolstered the position of our league. And since I know you will ask me about the CBA, I want to briefly cover this. We continue to meet and have important conversations with the Players Association. I want to reiterate that we want much of the same things that the players want. We want to significantly, and I mean significantly, increase their salary and benefits, while also supporting the long-term growth and viability of the WNBA. We have made proposals to that end. We've been meeting regularly throughout the summer and playoffs, and we will continue to negotiate in good faith until we get a transformative deal done. So in closing, these finals mark the end of what has been a landmark season for the WNBA, a season defined not just by the remarkable play on the court, but by the passion, the investment, and the belief in what this league can become. There is still much work to do, and we welcome that work, because the WNBA has always been about building something bigger than the game itself. And we know the best way forward is together. And one last item, a big shout out to my team. I am so blessed to be working with so many amazing colleagues at the league office. When I came in, we had very few people working in the W. Now we have hundreds working tirelessly on behalf of the league and the players, and thousands if you include the teams. I have so much gratitude in times like this for how great our team is and how hard they work. They are the best in women's sports, for sure, and they have shined over the last couple of years with their broad capabilities, innovative thinking, stellar execution, and endless passion for doing their best for the players in this game. With that, I'm happy to take your questions.
All right, we'll begin. Cathy, if you would, third row to your left.
Hey, Cathy, Doug Feinberg, the Associated Press. There's a lot to unpack in that statement you just said there, so I'll try to give something quickly here. Two-parter. One is CBA deadline is the 31st of October. Are you expecting to be done by then or maybe have an extension? The second part is the Connecticut Sun sale.
All right, we're gonna cut the sound off real quick. Y'all talking about CBA. We need to get to the action. Cathy, is you stepping down? Because people in the media and people in the league want you to step down. This is why they can't have people like me in the damn room. Because I'm gonna ask questions like that. Cathy, how do you feel about people wanting you to step down? Because judging from this, she's not stepping down, bruh. The hell? You disheartened. Don't nobody care about you being disheartened.
Win awesome prizes.
To do as far as continuing as majority owners, selling minority investments, selling the entire team. So we receive periodic updates from them, but there's no decision been made yet from their perspective on how they're strategically looking at their next steps.
Cathy, next question. Standing to your right.
Hi, Cathy. Malika Andrews, ESPN. I just wanted to get some clarity on some of the specifics that Nafisa Collier said about your conversation that you had that was
That's
previously
what I'm talking
private.
about.
Did you in fact say that, quote, players should be on their knees thanking their lucky stars for the rights deal
You
that I got
Malika.
them?
There's a lot of inaccuracy out there through social media and
Don't
all
get to
this
that tea,
reporting.
babe.
And so I think what's most helpful is to focus on, I have been in touch with Nafisa. We've exchanged texts. We're talking next week. So I think obviously a lot of reporting, a lot of inaccuracy about what I said or what I didn't say. And I will tell you, I highly respect the players. There's a lot of emotion and passion going on right now because we're in collective bargaining. We're in the WNBA finals. And so I'll leave it there. I mean, I'm just obviously disheartened. I'm a human too. I have a family.
She said it.
I have 2 kids who are devastated by these comments. And so all I'll say is just,
You said that
it's
shit.
obviously been a tough week. And
yeah.
I just think there's a lot of inaccuracy.
Oh my God.
Absolutely respect that piece of it. I did want to follow up though and ask, I think that the growing sentiment around the league, right, is that players, they feel that the right leadership isn't in place right now in the league office. So do you feel that you're still the right voice and expect to continue to be commissioner beyond this CBA? Thank you.
I certainly, that's another inaccurate statement out there that everybody reads and takes clickbait on. Obviously, I've never been a quitter. I'm entering my 40th year actually this month in business. Never been a quitter, never shied away from tough situations. I think leadership, the cream always rises to the top. And I've always been someone who believes in the fact that if there's things we need to fix, we're going to fix them. If there are things the players have a perspective on that they don't like that we're doing or I'm doing, we'll fix them, Malika. So I think there's a point in time when obviously there's a lot of, and I said emotion, passion, whatever you want to call it, about what's going on right now. The league has grown enormously over the last 5 years. It's incredible what these players have done day in and day out, and they deserve all the credit. But as I said, my staff and the staff of the teams and the owners in this league have made tons of investments to get to where we are today. And so I'm not going to shy away. I'm the commissioner of this league, the leader of this league. I think we've accomplished a lot, but we have a lot more hard work to do. There's so many more things we can do together, and I hope that the players see that. And I'm certainly, looking forward to meeting with them in the off season as we get to the next level, especially with so many great things that are going to happen in the off season into next season.
Cathy, our next question will come from the front row to your right.
Hey, Cathy, Kareem Copeland,
Kareem.
Washington Post. Kind of still going on that same plane. You talked about you'll do anything you can to kind of repair this relationship. What steps can you take, will you take to try to repair the
That's a good
relationship
question.
with the players? Because obviously
Oh my God.
that's got to be something that you guys have to be partners in this whole thing.
Yeah, I think it starts with Nafisa and I will sit down and chat. I've also communicated with a lot of other players this week who have been great. Obviously, we've got the finals going on here. We've got some announcements about, some end of season awards coming up as well.
Yeah,
So I've been talking to
yeah.
players
Heard
who
that.
are on those
Oh,
lists.
this
And,
is good.
the players have been great overall, I think. So
You lied.
I feel,
Oh my God.
confident that we can repair any loss of trust.
You
I
lied.
think, again, as we sit here in heavy bargaining discussions, I think, again, we want everything that the players want
Oh, she
from the perspective of significant increases in salaries and benefits. And I hope all the players will engage and know what proposals we put on the table. And I think now's the time to do that as we get up to the end of the season and then into the end of this calendar year. So yeah, we'll dialogue with players. I mean, one-on-one relationships, groups of relationships. Players have reached out to me, obviously. So have a lot of people in the basketball ecosystem about all the momentum we have and how important it is to continue that momentum. And I think together we need to move forward. So appreciate the question, Kareem.
Cathy, our next question will come to your right in the third row. If you would raise
Look
your hand.
bad,
when you're called
boy.
on, please.
Hi, Cathy. Jackie Powell with the 9 Basketball. A trend we've seen this season has been the increase in injuries. According
All right, man. I gotta get this video out to y'all, man. This is good. Hey, look, I'm not gonna edit this thing. Y'all finna get this thing straight up. She said that shit, man. She said it. I know she ain't denying. She didn't deny it. God, I'm out of here. Shake the haters off.